Post 90 Podcast, episode who
49.
knows? 49.
Almost 50. That's nuts.
If you've made it even through half of those, thank you. You can find us, if you're listening on audio only, you can find us on YouTube, Post 90 Podcast.
Yeah, Post 90 Podcast.
I'll never get any of these correct.
And yeah, we always say if you feel kind enough, leave us a like, leave us a sub. A lot of people actually have, like, that's crazy.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, very recently, after, like, since we started saying it at the start. So we appreciate you guys for sticking around.
Check
always
out our
watching all
Twitter
the episodes. And yeah, I was gonna mention, so like after Chicago, we didn't end up recording an episode just because it was a quick midweek with not much to say. So typically when something like that happens, we post like a game thread with a ton of, videos and screenshots and kind of some of our thoughts, like we will today, about the Miami game, just so you can stay up to date. And it's kind of like a written episode, to be honest with you.
Yeah, not only that, but if you do tweet at us, we always respond. We love interacting with everyone who also loves NYCFC, and so you can always
I love NYCFC.
Talk to us there. Give us your bad takes, your good takes, everything in between, and we'll shoot some back at you.
I'm loving NYCFC right now.
Man, isn't
it so
great?
Much.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Isn't it good to be on this side?
And to not have gone into doomsday mode at any point.
To not, to be sad that we're winning. Like, you don't have to be sad that we're winning.
Yeah.
You could just be happy and be like, yeah, I told you so.
Because now that's 3 in a row, right? And officially, other teams got enough done for us after we beat Miami to clinch the playoffs.
So we're safe.
And
it's almost like
we hit the nail on the head.
It's almost like we said, if we're there, we're there.
Mm-hmm. And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
And actually, the craziest thing is, I know right now, maybe I can get it on here, but I know Philly is playing, I believe, FC Cincinnati right now, which does have some implications for us, because that will...
In terms of seeding.
Yeah, that'll have a say, I think somewhat of a say in whether or not we get into the playoffs, or not into the playoffs, if we get a home game.
Yeah.
Which, I mean... There are people saying we weren't getting in the playoffs, period, and now we may, on decision day against Philly this coming weekend, clinch a home game, which...
would be insane.
Yeah, and, hey, we're going to be at that home game. Let me say
there.
that.
If it's there, we're there.
Yeah, 100%. So, maybe we'll see some people at the stadium around there, and that'll be amazing. Right now, last time I checked, Philly was tied 0-0, so who really knows? But...
Yeah, on the bounce.
They're winning now.
So the last time you guys saw us was actually before the Chicago game. We decided after the 1-0 Chicago game, it's kind of, not too much to talk about there. And so, we figured we'll just talk to you after this second game, the Saturday game.
Yep.
And which was a lot more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
In some ways. Other ways, I mean... Even when we conceded at 1-1, we were sitting in the living room. We kind of were like, yeah, but we're gonna win though.
Yeah.
Because it always looked like we were on the front foot. It never looked like we were gonna lose.
No. And I mean, Taty, now your MLS Golden Boot front runner, which is insane. And I believe he's also in the lead for combined goals and assist numbers.
Yeah, well, he should have one more, because technically in that game, he had 2 goals, 2 assists.
That's true.
But the other one, unfortunately, counted for the other team.
Yeah. And on top of that, he should have had an extra assist to Maxi last week with that offside, or not last week, but in Chicago with that offsides call.
Right.
But at what point, and let me pose this question, do we have conversations about the MVP?
Most valuable player, to me... I don't know about, you or maybe the viewers. MVP to me means a player that a team could not go without.
Yeah.
Taty is the definition of that, by every stat.
Yeah.
Everything. You see, even things that you can't measure, like how we play when he's not in the team. It's night and day.
Yeah.
We can't score.
Well, I think that's always the conversation around any MVP vote in any sport is this a stats competition, or is this who is the most valuable player to their team, which happens to be the name of the award. And you know what? Taty is the leading, I think, in both, whichever way you cut it, whichever way, whatever MVP is defined by you, whether it's a stats competition or it's they're the most important player to their team, he's both of those.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
at this point,
it's at a point where it's almost criminal that he's not being talked about.
I know.
More.
I don't get it.
But then there's that weird feeling where it's like, I don't want him to get talked about more because that means it's closer to him leaving us.
Yeah.
And he has an effect of like a David Villa type scorer.
Yep.
Who has the ability to actually move away from us and isn't going to retire with us.
Yeah. He does feel like a secret. Like you said, I don't think anybody outside of like the NYCFC community talks about Taty. But
they should be.
He's literally leading like all scoring categories. Like I believe he leads in shots on target, like shots on goal, goals and assists combined, goals now also. He's the like.
And he should have had a Hattie last week is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, and there's all these times where we've got on here and screamed and kicked about how he should be finishing. Mm-hmm. Dude should have like 30 goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he should be having a MLS record-breaking season. Mm-hmm. And he's like a few kicks away from that.
Yeah.
Like a few bounces going his way.
Yep.
Which is insane to think about.
It is. And it is insane that you don't really hear about it in any of the media.
Not only do you not really hear about it, but then you hear our fans complaining. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
And being in a position where, you know, we have to get on and talk about how maybe we're not doing so well when we know it's not so bad either.
Right. You know, I don't think we forgot to talk about it last episode, so we could maybe touch on it super quick. But how the people put up the delete or dial it in sign.
Yeah.
Right next, and apparently
there was a fight.
Apparently, the dial it out people had something to say about that physically with them,
which is so silly.
It's so crazy.
That's so dumb to me.
Like, why do you? I don't know.
That's really dumb to me.
Yeah.
Like to fight your own friends, really. Because we're all friends. Like we all love the same thing.
And to also hold that banner up, so not only did they tough it through 6 goals scored in front of them at home, they brought it with them again to another dub.
Yeah, and another clean sheet.
Like,
I wanted so badly
shameless.
for that Miami game to be a clean sheet too.
It's so shameless.
It's insane. I mean, it's literally, insane.
Yeah.
I mean, keep bringing the sign.
Yeah, I mean,
clearly the sign. Keep bringing it.
If that's the reason that we're winning, then we need to sign at every game. But
I need like a Jameis Winston style video of like Taty dancing with the sign in the locker room.
We need Taty to hit to Jameis eat that W. But I'm excited for the playoffs because we're in 100%.
Yeah,
we know this now.
And I think it's a team that, like we said, took that 6-0 win and has been running with it.
Yeah, and
we haven't looked back. Things are clicking. I feel like I don't even look at the team sheet before the game anymore.
No, you don't really.
It doesn't concern me because I've realized with Ronnie that it doesn't really matter who's out there. They're gonna follow. They're gonna follow what he said, mm-hmm. And that's why we're Ronnie in, because the team listens to him and responds. He took Santi off.
I know, which was the right thing to do. Also, by the way,
exactly.
Yeah.
And he wasn't happy about it.
No.
But who cares?
Yeah. I mean,
figure it out.
That's like a lesson into you need to play better if you want to be on the field.
Correct.
And that's something that Medina had to learn.
That's the mentality that we need, and Medina played better.
Mm-hmm. He did look a little tough early in Miami. I was definitely upset. There were points where I would have asked him to be yanked, but he played through it. He scored in the 6-0, and now
he should have had an insane assist to Taty for the Hattie.
Yeah, he should.
And so he's a player who's finding his form, and I can't say anything more about this team. It's an exciting time.
I just want to know like who we're playing in the playoffs so badly. Like I really as important as this decision day, I guess that's what it is. That's what we're calling it. As important as it is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much.
Right.
Like we're at the point of finding out who we're gonna play. In the playoffs.
It's kind of like we're getting closer and closer to Christmas.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out if we got Cole or if we got that new Xbox. What do we got? And what are we going to do with it?
I'm just hoping that we definitely get that home game because we have to be there.
But also,
and when we play at home, at our real home, our
That's
true
true.
home, things typically go our way.
yeah, we don't see bad things.
Yeah, and did we have an episode where we talked about like the spreadsheet with the comparisons between RBA and Yankee Stadium? I'm not sure.
But I
think a lot of people saw it on Twitter. But
Yeah,
like
a lot of people.
It's completely like night and day. Like I believe it was a 23 goals for differential versus a 3 goals for differential.
Right. So, I mean, amazing form.
20 different goals.
But even beyond that, I mean, I forgot to mention it. With that Miami game, we proved to ourselves that we can win on the road, essentially not at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, and one thing I like to see is how the third rail goes and does their away days. Like, there was tons of fans there. Like, I was shocked with how many fans there were. Is that a car outside?
Yeah.
Nice.
That'd be awesome if that came through.
It's definitely
New York
in
City is
there.
not the only place that does not sleep.
Yeah,
Neither does Willamette, Connecticut.
Our neighborhood does not sleep ever.
Oh, it's Halloween too.
It is
We
Halloween.
do got to wrap it up. That means pretty soon.
We should have done this in costume.
We should have.
Damn, that's a ball drop. That's on us, guys. I apologize.
Actually, this was recorded before. This was recorded Saturday. So the one that we'll record will have been on Halloween, even though it'll be after a game. Whatever. Halloween special next week.
Wait, what? What do you mean this was recorded Saturday?
No, I'm trying to say like this was.
Oh, you're trying to lie to
Yeah,
them.
and you exposed.
You're straight up trying to lie to
just
them.
exposed
Okay.
me. Yeah.
I was just too dumb to understand really what was going on there.
That's fine.
But this is one of those ones where, as amazing as it was, there's not much to say. I mean, Taty's goal was incredible. That rip from that far was nuts.
Yeah,
cross goal.
To start it off, that was insane. His second goal with the ball roll, sliding it past the keeper. I mean, he's just honestly he at this point is flexing on people, and I love to see it, but it is scary.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it appears we're heating up at the right time. I'm not sure there's much more to say. Yeah, knock on that wood. Because I'm not sure there's much more to say other than that. I mean, like I said, right now it's kind of just wait and see what happens. Wait and see what matchup we get. Because there's no more like tenseness around whether or not we're going to be in the show. We are, right? So
we're in the show, and it's ours. It's ours to play. I mean, it's ours to go and get.
Yeah.
And I think that we will do that.
And we're heating up at the right time. So
yeah, start cooking.
Let's beat Philly. Let's get that game in Yankee Stadium. And let's win some playoff games.
Let's get some chirp.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll see you on our episode 50.
Episode 50 should be costumes or something.
Next episode, we might have to do something a little special.
We got to do
50.
something for 50.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be off the back of a win too against Philly.
Right.
Thank you guys for listening, watching.
We'll see you guys next week after another dub, and find out soon who we're playing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.